In today's session, I am going to discuss about a very important topic, that is about electromagnetic induction. In short, we call it is EMI. This phenomena, for the first time, it was invented by a famous scientist known as Michael Faraday. And from this experiment, he derived two important laws. They are known as laws of electromagnetic induction. Fine. Now let us look into the experiment. The experiment is containing a solenoid. A solenoid is basically a coil containing several number of turns, and this solenoid is connected to a device known as galvanometer. This is known as galvanometer, and this is the needle in the galvanometer. Okay, here is a bar magnet. Here is a bar magnet whose poles are north and south. What the experiment he did, he took a solenoid. He took a solenoid. A solenoid is a straight linear coil containing several number of turns, and the solenoid is made of either copper wire or aluminium wire. Fine. Okay. Whenever the magnet is taken into the coil or out of coil, into the coil and out of coil, there is change in the magnetic field linked with the coil, and that change in magnetic field linked with the coil produces an induced current in the coil. Fine. So that we can see it in the activity here. Is an activity or an experiment to demonstrate the phenomena of electromagnetic induction. This activity was conducted by a famous scientist who is known as Michael Faraday, and this law is also known as Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. According to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, whenever the magnetic field associated with a coil changes, induced current is produced in the coil. Here is a coil which is known as solenoid. It contains several number of copper turns, and the coil is connected to two LED bulbs. Or even this coil also can be connected to galvanometer. Okay, here in this activity, the coil is connected to two LED lamps. Fine. Whenever the magnet is moved into the coil and out of the coil, there is a change in magnetic field which is linked with the coil. So, the rate of change of magnetic field linked with a coil produces an induced EMF, which is known as Faraday's first law of electromagnetic induction. And the induced EMF or the induced current in the coil depends on the rate of change of magnetic field. Faster the magnet that moves, larger would be the induced current. Larger the number of turns that the solenoid has, larger would be the induced current. So here, whenever the magnet is taken into the coil or out of coil, into the coil or out of coil, into the coil or out of coil, induced current is produced. And that induced current, it glows the LED lamp. Okay. Here is a solenoid. Solenoid is basically a straight linear coil containing several number of turns. A copper wire is winded on a plastic pipe. Okay, the two ends of the copper wire is connected to galvanometer. Okay, galvanometer is a device used to detect current. Fine. Here is an activity to perform electromagnetic induction. What is that? Whenever the magnetic field linked with a coil changes, induced current is produced in the coil. That induced current can be seen through the galvanometer. Okay, fine. You see here is a strong magnet and here is a coil. The magnet is taken into the coil and out of coil. You can see or you can notice the deflection in the galvanometer. Okay, faster the movement of the magnetic field into the coil and out of the coil, larger would be the deflection. It indicates that the induced current in the coil is directly proportional to rate of change of magnetic field linked with the coil. Okay, and the induced current in the coil, it also depends on the number of turns that are available on the solenoid. Larger the number of turns, larger will be the induced current and larger will be the deflection in the galvanometer. Okay, and the induced current, it also depends on the rate of change of magnetic field. It means if the magnet is moved into the coil and out of the coil at a faster rate, if the speed of the magnet is larger and larger, the deflection in the galvanometer would also be larger. It means that the induced current in the coil is directly proportional to rate of change of magnetic field. Okay, so this completes the experiment of electromagnetic induction. Let us come back to the experiment. Look at the experiment. Here is a magnet. Here is a coil. Coil is connected to the galvanometer. When the magnet is taken into the coil and out of coil, there will be change in the magnetic field linked with the coil. And that change in magnetic field produces induced current in the coil. That induced current can be seen through the deflection of the galvanometer. Fine. The deflection in the galvanometer shows that there is induced current in the coil. And this induced current, it depends on the rate of change of magnetic field linked with the coil. Faster the magnet moves into the coil and out of coil, there will be large induced current. And induced current also depends on the number of turns. Larger the number of turns, larger would be the induced current. If the magnet is kept stationary inside the coil, no induced current. So it means that in order to get the current in the coil, there must be change in the magnetic field. Okay. If the polarities of the magnet is changed, the direction of the induced current is changed. If the north pole of the magnet is brought, a north pole is created here at the end of the coil. So that to overcome the repulsion force, we need to apply, we need to exert force, we need to supply mechanical energy. So that mechanical energy only converted into electrical energy. Electromagnetic induction is according to the law of conservation of energy. I repeat it. When the north pole is brought to the coil, a north pole is created here at the end of the coil. In order to overcome the repulsion force, we need to exert a force. We need to apply energy, mechanical energy. So that mechanical energy only gets converted into electrical energy. Hence, this electromagnetic induction phenomena is in accordance with the law of conservation of energy. Fine. So this completes electromagnetic induction. In this session, we are going to learn two important laws of electromagnetic induction. They are also known as Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. First law is stated as whenever magnetic field linked with a coil changes, induced current is generated in the coil. I repeat, whenever magnetic field linked with a coil changes, associated with the coil changes, then an induced current is produced in the coil. Then second law states that the induced current in the coil is directly proportional to rate of change of magnetic flux. In other words, the induced EMF in a coil is directly proportional to rate of change of magnetic field. Fine.